Hello everybody, my name is EvolvedPixel and welcome back to Utopia! I don't know why I said that with so much enthusiasm, but yes, we are back in Utopia, and I must admit, I do feel pretty damn good to be here, because this is just a friggin' awesome world, and I love it, and I can't wait to get back to it! And we have a new building to build today. Actually, we've got a new way of doing things. It's not just a new building, it's a new way of doing things, because it used to just be that I would build for sort of, well, the equivalent would be 5 hours, which then gets cut down to a 1 hour video, but I'm not going to do that anymore. What I'm basically going to do now is set 5 hours as sort of a maximum limit rather than anything else, which means I will spend up to 5 hours building. But really, I'm just going to work on sort of one building at a time. That kind of leads us to what we're doing today, which is the lighthouse, because I don't think the lighthouse is going to take 5 hours, if I'm being honest. I have an idea, I have a plan, a physically drawn plan, which I think is, I honestly love the idea that I've come up with, and I know I'm going to put it here, but I don't think it's going to take as long as 5 hours. So I think we're going to be a lot shorter, and this episode will end up being a lot shorter, which, if I'm honest, is fine by me. Anyway, let's not just talk about, well, I think it might be this, I think it could be this. Enough talking, more doing. So there we have it. We have made a plain square. Oh, also a lighthouse. Maybe I should talk about the lighthouse first, considering that's certainly more what I want to do. And also, why I don't know why the hole's there, but they are now fixed. Firstly, yes, I have made this square, and firstly, I know it looks unnatural. I know. I will be fixing that, I promise you. But basically, this is sort of where the next building project is going to be, probably more sort of here-ish. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to clear that and get it ready for the next project. To be honest, this whole forest here needs to be cleared as well. This jungle can stay, I have plans for that. Yay, rain. But yes, of course, the big thing I have built is the lighthouse. Based on my own designs, coupled with, designs I sort of saw online, a little bit of inspiration from the Lighthouse of Alexandria, and a few other things. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. My only complaint, and it's a pretty minor one, is I feel it's a little too close to this building. But it's such a minor issue, it's certainly not enough to warrant me, tearing it down and moving it, which is why I didn't. Obviously, it is a bit close, but, there are going to be other buildings, like this whole area here that's clear, is going to have buildings, and, well, while this forest is going to remain, there is going to be sort of stuff going through it and coming out the other end and it continuing, and all this is going to be built over. So, there are going to be closed buildings, just at the moment it seems a little close because they're the only two there. But hopefully we will have more stuff to show soon. And also, I will show you very quickly, I built a tiny little mine, which, obviously, if you watch the showcase, which, if you're watching this, you may not watch the showcase, but if you watch the showcase, you'll see. Now, I didn't construct this mine. I want to make it clear. This mine is naturally forming. But what I did do was torch the whole thing up, put a bunch of resources in there, and if we go down all the way around, there is a little minecart track. This takes you one way. Yay, freezing. And that goes the other way. And this leads down to the big mine shaft that has actually been sealed off now. Like with that, flat square, it's actually sealed this off completely. Oh no, that's a lie. It's still a tiny bit hanging around here, but it is going to eventually be totally sealed off. But of course now there is access to it. And there's a little sort of mining platform I made here to kind of make it look real. But basically, that's kind of a part to do with the mythology of this world. In that I'm kind of, like this house was just built by a guy who sort of moved here and he imported all the ingredients and so on, but the lighthouse was made by the shipwreck survivors and it was done using local resources, which is why there's wood from trees that you can find nearby, and a lot of it's made of stone, and of course where the stone come from it kind of just all fits in with the mythology of the world that I'm building. Now, of course, the mythology is going to, stretch out a lot more, and there's going to be a lot more to show for it, but I'm recording all of it. I'm going to show you. I'm recording all of it in this library, specifically in this book. I actually haven't done the records for the last couple of bits. Last things I've done have been about how, they're going to build the lighthouse. Obviously that will be updated in the next part, along with a whole load of other stuff. But yeah, I mean, basically, sort of how the mythology is going at the moment is you kind of have the guy who owns his house, EP. He built this house to live in. Then, of course, we have the shipwreck, which is over here. It's not gonna lie, pretty simplistic. You have half the ship there, and half is sort of down here. And then you have the lighthouse. And then that's going to move outwards. And of course, the next project, which is going to be, people who built the lighthouse are sort of living there. But as that community grows, they're going to need a little community place to live. And of course, that is going to be here. And then further money-making stuff, which will be over here in the mountains. Further expansion, which will be that direction, that direction. I mean, yeah, there's just so much planned. And I'm really looking forward to making it. But for now, the lighthouse is built, so thank you all so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you again next week. Hopefully with some real major projects, that's a word, major project done. Until then, take care.